Hi guys, so today I'm going to be doing my Pan That Palette update, and I know I have not uploaded a video in a long time. I haven't filmed a video in a long time, but I thought I would start with this video, and then the next video I'll kind of explain where I've been and why I didn't upload for such a long time. But I wanted to, like I said, get this Pan That Palette update. There's been a lot of progress, but considering I haven't updated you guys in like 3 months, there hasn't been a ton. So I'm hoping that the next months I'll wear a little bit more makeup, because honestly the last like 3 months, since about the middle of February, I haven't worn makeup consistently. And like I said, there will be a video coming up about why that is. Then I thought I would show you my palette and updates and kind of like where I'm at, like my thinking wise about what I want to finish in this palette and things like that. So the palette that I'm using is the Sephora, I believe it's like the Studio box from 2011. I got it in December of 2011, so it's quite old, and so that has a lot to do with like what I'm wanting to use up, and this is also why I want to get it out of my collection. It is really a big palette, and while it has a lot of things in here, they, you know, just aren't my favorite, and I want to use it up. I'm not someone that could just like give it away or declutter it or throw it away, to be honest. There are like, I can do it for like little shadows, which you'll see, but not a whole palette when there are things that I would use. So when you first open it up, we're going to start with the bottom that has 3 blushes and a bronzer highlighter. So it just looks like this. I actually have Pan really small. I hit it this morning with this bronzer highlighter. I use it kind of as a bronzer to kind of give my face some color. And so I'm going to be using this till it's gone. It's not my favorite because it is really, really shimmery. So that's why it's kind of like a bronzer highlighter. I do actually have a highlighter on as well, because it's in my project pan that's currently going on. And then I was focusing mainly on this blush. Now the reason this has Pan, I did use it, I think you can see that it's not like super flat anymore, but so I did use it, but I wanted to see how far these pans were, so I took like a little like safety pin and put a little hole down there, and so that's what made it have Pan. I don't know if I'd have Pan if I hadn't done that, just because that's why it's just started breaking off, because I don't know if you can see, but there's so much like blush powder everywhere, and I even cleaned it up. Like I even like took like 4 or 5 Q-tips and like tried and clean it up for you, but all of these like powder products in this palette are really powdery. They still work, they still have pigmentation. This blush is super pigmented, especially for a fair person like myself, and I have used this dark one multiple times, and then this coral one. But again, I was not using this consistently the last couple months. I have a cream blush in my project pan that I was using more regularly, because I wasn't even like taking this out. I wasn't using eyeshadow, which is what else is in here. So there's that. And then I think the last time I talked about taking out these cream products here, none of them were working. And since it's such an old product, I don't trust the cream products, and they just weren't working either, and they were kind of bothering my eyes. So these were all gone. I'll try and insert a picture of like what this palette looked like the last time I updated you, which I believe was in January. I think I have had one update, and it is the middle of April right now. So the other things that were in here, all these empty holes, were brushes and things like that. There were 2 eyeliners, so I'll go ahead and show you those. The first one is this black one. So it just looks like this, and I used this for quite some time, but I've sharpened it. I just sharpened it and sharpened it and sharpened it, and I don't know if you're going to be able to tell, but the pigmentation is not great. Like, and it kind of hurts to put it on, so I'm going to call this black eyeliner quits. I have a ton of eyeliners that I need to get through, in all honesty. And so I'm not gonna like I've said, I've sharpened it because sometimes I found with pencil products, if they get old and you sharpen them, then they're good as new. But I was sharpened this quite a few times just to see if that was it. And I still got that same pigmentation, and so it's not creamy anymore, so it's hard to even put on. So this one, I am going to call it quits on it just because it's not good quality, or it's not, you know, it's old and it's dried up. So this is going to be not in my updates anymore. It'll be like in the finale to show what it is. But when I give you the weight, I'm going to give you one with this and without it, just so that we know for next time the progress. So it also came with a brown one. The only difference, they look like this. They look the same, but the only difference you can tell is that tip part. So this is the brown one. This is the eyeliner I have on today because I went and I sharpened this one to see if it was also dried out, but this is this pigmentation. So you can definitely tell a huge difference with the pigmentation. I had been using the black one exclusively, so I think maybe just opening and closing it a lot. So we'll see how far I can get on this one, but it is really eyeshadow. Like I said, it is what I have on today. So we'll see how it goes. So yeah, this eyeliner is still going strong. The black one is out just because I'm not going to waste my time on a product that just has no pigmentation. So anyways, the next part in this palette I'm going to show you are the eyeshadows. And last time I showed you, I'd only hit pan on this one. So that's what it looks like. All of the ones that I don't have any actually panned right now. I actually don't have any that have like just like a small bit of pan. They're either used up or they haven't hit pan yet. But I've used up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 of them. So I've used up about 10% of the palette. Obviously we're way further than 10% of the way through the year, so I need to work on it a little bit more. But in January I was using whatever I wanted, and then in February I was focusing on this row, which you can see I only have 4 of them, and all 4 of them have really big dips in them. And once they hit pan, they go pretty quickly, and you can see again all of the powder everywhere on this palette. It is so powdery, these eyeshadows, but they do have really great pigmentation. And like I said, if I found one that wasn't great pigmentation or just had like a super amount of fallout, I do my eyes first when I use this palette, because if I don't, then I will have a lot of fallout, even no matter like what I do. So I always do my eyes first, and then like I can put when I put my foundation and concealer, it kind of like covers up the fallout, or it can like wipe off the fallout, and then like, you know, it works out better that way. So, like I said, in February I was using this pink. In March I was using the green, which I have no pan on. I do have some like dips again. And then in April I've been using this one. But honestly, the last like 2 weeks of March and all so far of April, I've probably worn makeup maybe 5 times. And so I'm trying to get back in the habit. Like I said, if you watch next video, having to do with pregnancy and everything, I will explain what I've been like, where I've been, and why I haven't been wearing makeup. But so those are the rows I'm going to focus on. And then in May I'm going to move to this purple so I can have those 4 rows to really focus on. And then probably in June I'll probably again just focus on those 4 rows just to kind of get them used up. So yeah, we'll see. I'm liking like I did with my Eyes, Lips, Face Pan That palette. I'll try and link that playlist down below. It had 12 rows like this does, but it also had 12 columns as well. Well, this only has 9, so there's 96 shadows in here. They are tiny. They are 0.45 grams, or 0.54 grams. But this palette, I have not found a dud shadow yet. In my Eyes, Lips, Face, there were a couple like shadows that were, but they were more these like matte dark shadows, which I haven't used very much. So yeah, this is where I'm at with that. Again, I'll try and insert a picture, but like I said, I had only hit pan on this like light brown color last time. And then the only other things in this palette, sorry, this is going to be kind of awkward to hold up, are these lip products. And if you can see, there hasn't been any progress on them. I am not going to worry about them. Again, this is a really, really old palette. I have a ton of lip products, so if I like ever want, I can pull them out, but I'm not going to focus on them. I don't know if I will clean them out. Currently, I don't have the motivation to clean them out, to be honest, but I might get the motivation maybe this summer or something to clear them out. But when I do, I will make sure that reflects on my weight of this, because last time in January, like I said, when my first update, it was 868 grams without like the brushes, because the first time I weighed it, I had all the brushes in there and everything, and so I started at 883 grams, but without those, it was, with all that stuff on there, I had gone to 879, but without those things, it was 869 grams. These are all in grams. And then I weighed it this morning and it was 856 grams, so that's 12 grams difference from like 3 months ago, which is quite a bit of progress, to be honest, because it's not going to go to zero. Obviously, I don't know how big the package, like how thick the packaging is or how much it weighs, or since I'm not using the lip products, there's 84 and they're 0.34 grams. I have used a few, so I'm not sure how, like I said, much that's going to play into it, but without the black eyeliner, like I said, is 854, so it was 2 grams. So I'm trying to like keep track of the actual progress I make, but then also see how many products that I do, like how many grams I do like either get rid of or use up in this year, because getting rid of products, if you've been watching, and I also talked about it a little bit in this video, I cannot do. I have a super hard time getting rid of products. So like that black eyeliner is killing me, even though that pigmentation is terrible, you know. So while it's not something I used up, it's definitely some progress. Again, with those like cream eyeliners that were in there, I didn't like scraping them out because I want to use them up, but I couldn't, and it wasn't good for me, and so like learning that was awesome. But like I said, I'm going to continue using the blushes and like the bronzer highlight and the eyeshadows, and we'll keep seeing progress each month. Hopefully, like I said, I am back to wearing makeup, and especially the last week of April and beginning of May, we'll definitely be wearing makeup at least 5 times a week because I'll be going back to work. So yes, we will hopefully see some progress, and a little bit more progress. That would have been great if it was a month progress, but considering it was almost 3 months, it's not the best progress. So I hope you enjoyed this update on my Pan That palette, and I will talk to you all later. Like I said, if you want to know where I've been, subscribe so you can see the next video. Bye!